How can we not talk about suicide? I cannot say how my dad died. Instead, I just say it's really personal. But you know that makes it worse and all, how we can't openly talk about suicide. So I guess I'll go along and I'll put up a divide. I'll let the shame of a parent who took his own life stop my strife as I shrink in height and cringe. Since this is when growing up I had an idea. Why can't we be open instead of being broken when it comes to suicide? We put up a high tide of no, don't talk about that. It's not something you share. It's like, do you even care? If my dad died of a heart attack, well, in fact, people seem to sympathize more because it's easier to hear for the ear. See, the fear is in suicide, but I feel it's very vital to share this recital and change some words in the Bible. Heart disease you can die from. Now some die from bipolar disorder. It's all in the body that Christ made, and some enter a dark cave that is inescapable. So I lay this out on the dinner table. Can we treat mental illness the same as physical illness? If your friend had cancer, you would answer the phone call. But if your friend was severely depressed, would you confess that you would just leave him alone as he crawls up in a ball and you hit the mall? Hey y'all, I want some equality for mental illness, as we're not evil villains milling around causing havoc in society. We are misunderstood, filled with lots of anxiety. We get untruthful labels like killer, offender, when that is improperty. We are creative caterpillars that deserve respect, that are infectious with our love. We are brothers, sisters, mothers, fathers. So why bother? Why bother? Because it shakes my soul when I walk on by and hear lies about who I am. I am just like you. Only a brain chemical separates us. Try to frame that in your head. That is why no one understands mental illness, because it is invisible. Well, I am not invisible. My disorder is invisible, but I am visible. I'm soaking up this brokenness as I go from mix to fix and tear down the bricks of stigma, as I learn to let the hate dissipate as I control my own fate, because I believe it's never too late to start a revolution. See, I see a solution that I want to make a contribution outside of an institution and skip electrocution, as I believe from starting from evolution that mental is just like physical, no longer mystical but understandable, not a fable nor a label but the staple of geniuses. So stop being mean to us. From my heart to your heart, we're not that far apart. Now I'm going to pretend to wrap my arm around my daddy's neck and tell him that I turn the dark, broke path of suicide into the brightest love rainbow that can't be resisted being visited or listened to. As I stop one suicide at a time, will never be forgotten or leave my mind, Dad.